Look at this disrespect. Look at this. Could you guys believe that Yamcha got a Dokkanfest before Krillin? Yamcha. Yamcha got a Dokkanfest before Krillin. That's one. Pan got a Dokkanfest before Krillin. Raditz got a Dokkanfest before Krillin. Ginyu got a Dokkanfest before Krillin. Why? It's just why? Why? Look at Krillin's cards. What's the best Krillin card here? What is it? Is it LR Prime Battle Krillin? Is it the crazy support Krillin from the Bio Broly movie? Is it the free to play Krillin from the Baba Shop? Is it this easy A Krillin from the Baba Shop? Who is it? Who knows? It's like they can do a Krillin Dokkanfest and easily bring back this guy, right? Police Officer Krillin, one of the rarest cards in Dokkan. Okay. Also, we have Krillin combo cards. We have Krillin 18, of course, the beautiful husband and wife card. We got Krillin and Gohan. People actually like this card, which I dig that. I can understand why people like that card. We have another Krillin and Gohan card from the Metacooler movie. We have Piccolo and Krillin, of course, as well as Krillin and Vegeta. But these aren't the main things I want to look at in this video. We don't really care about none of these cards. We care about a standalone Dokkanfest Krillin. And you know what the crazy thing is that we can get a Dokkanfest Krillin that is a mega nasty support type unit. They can take this guy right here and turn him into a Dokkanfest, right? On his passive. His passive, not his actual moment. Like, we don't really want a we don't want a Bio Broly movie Dokkanfest Krillin. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that we can get a crazy ass Krillin that's a support type unit that has a similar type passive to this guy. Because this guy is giving an ass load of support. It's like he gives what? That's 2 key and 30% attack defense right over here. Additional 2 key and 30% attack defense right over here. So that's already up. That's 4 key and 60% attack and defense on support to super class allies. As well as him getting 10% damage reduction and giving super class allies a 10% chance to crit going against a movie boss category character. It's like Krillin. It's like Krillin can have up to 40% damage reduction because he has 30% damage reduction right over here and 10% damage reduction right over here. But he's supporting the team with 4 key super class allies, of course, like 4 key and 60% attack and defense with a 10% chance to crit. We can get a stupid Krillin that does something similar to him, but better, right? It's like so easy. It's so goddamn easy. Police Officer Krillin. I like how he has his own separate sort of like thing. That's so cool. That's so cool. So, as for what moment they would do for Krillin, I don't know. They can do Saiyan Saga Krillin. They could do Andross Cell Saga Krillin. They could do Namek Saga Krillin. It's like any sort of Krillin they want. They can do like a Buu Saga Krillin. Is this guy in Buu Saga? He is not. Okay, it's really whatever. They can do a Buu Saga Krillin. They can do a Tournament of Power Krillin because this guy is on Universal Saga. He is, yeah. So, I mean, they can do any sort of Krillin. Let's go ahead and talk about all the usable Krillin cards to get you. Let's go ahead and talk about you. Let's talk about the type support Krillin. So let's pull you up. Let's pull you up. Let's pull up the EZA Krillin. Let's pull up LR Prime Battle Krillin. As for like the R's and SRs and like the SSRs, obviously, guys, you guys know the gist. We don't care about those cards. We do not care. Just like the meme. So, as for this AGL Krillin, I saw this guy as a worse AGL Super Buu at the time of his release. And, no, not Super Buu, excuse me. And worse AGL Skinny Buu. That's what I meant to say. So, I saw this guy as a worse AGL Skinny Buu. Let me just pull that guy up to show you guys who exactly what I was talking about. But this guy's not as bad as people think. It's like this guy can get up to the same stats, around the same stats as the AGL Super Buu can. But Super Buu, why do I keep saying Super Buu? The AGL Skinny Buu. I'm losing like my train of thought here. I keep thinking about something else. So with the Krillin, it's like I thought Shape Up was easily better because this is so much easier to proc. Meanwhile, this guy over here, it's like cool. He has a 50% chance to stun while lowering attack. He obviously has a good super attack effect, and this guy can get up to the same amount of stats that this guy could, but guess what? This guy can get up to 3 key and 300% attack and defense with a 50% chance to dodge and a 30% chance to stun. Meanwhile, this guy over here, just lowers attack on super with a 50% chance to stun, and I mean he just has a 30% chance to dodge with 180% attack and defense to start a turn. And guess what? You need a Android 18 attacking in the same turn for this guy to get up to the same amount of stats as Shape Up Boo does. Shape Up Boo just comes out the gate 7 turns to start a turn. That's it. This guy needs 18 for the additional 2 key and 120% attack and defense. Don't get it twisted. This guy can get up to 300% attack and defense like this guy could easily, but he needs the 18, which is obviously restricted to him. So it's like Krillin is not really in the best of spots. But I mean, this guy could be a killer inside battle road, just like the AGL Shape Up Boo. I just feel like the AGL Shape Up Boo is just a way better option than this guy. He does have a good super attack effect, lowering attack and 50% chance to stun on a super attack effect, which is obviously really nice. He has a 30% chance to dodge, and he can get up to 300% attack and defense with 2 key, and be a feather thing as all types of enemy is stunned. But the thing is that Shape Up Boo is just way better. It's like they made him a worse Shape Up Boo. Easily. Going over to the Tech Krillin, I mean, he does have a good super attack effect, 30% defense one turn. This guy starts out with 120% attack and defense to start turn, and he's able to give up to 4 key and 60% attack and defense with a 10% chance to crit to superclass allies, while having 40% damage reduction. He can have a defense with damage reduction while giving a big, massive support type buff of 4 key and 60% attack and defense with a 10% chance to crit to superclass allies. This guy's pretty goddamn nasty, which is why I think this guy's palette could be used for a Dokkanfest Krillin. For sure. I would probably say, is he the best Krillin? This guy? Probably. Probably. To just take a shot in the dark. I don't know, probably. Okay, so, of course, we have the Krillin that recently got his easy A for, you know, the typings. He gains 30% defense one turn. I mean, these guys, like, all the typing supports, they're all very unimpressive. It's like, they're not that great, to be honest. 30% defense one turn on a super attack effect is obviously nice. He gains 120% attack and defense forming a super attack, recovers 10% HP at the end of the turn, which is obviously cool, plus additional 30% attack and defense, 3 more keysters obtained, gains additional 50% attack and defense with 5 more keysters obtained, and he gives tech type allies 2 key and 30% attack defense, and plus additional 10% attack and defense with tech type 3 or more. Wait, what? Plus additional 10% attack and defense for tech type with 3 or more tech key spears obtained. Ah, so give additional 10% attack and defense if you get 3 or more tech key spears. I don't know why, I've just never read a passive like this before. So it just got a little weird for me when I read that. But I mean, this guy is just, he's mid. I'm just gonna say it outright. He's just mid. He's not that great. This Krillin, of course, he stacks defense, so he has to use inside long events with a 50% chance to stun for Battle Road. This guy's useful, for sure. Battle Road, Dokkan Battlefield, where you can stun them, and stacking defense. This guy can work in a multitude of events for off-meta content. Starting out with 80% attack and defense to start a turn, and building up 7% attack and defense per Androsas Cell Side category ally on the team, which is obviously nice. Gains 4 key as the first attacker in the turn, and 2 key as the second attacker in the turn, and launch additional super attack when you go up against an Android's category enemy. This guy's pretty solid. Additional super attack chance, key, stacks defense, stunner. This guy has his uses for sure. I think this Krillin is pretty okay. And as for this guy gains 30% attack defense one turn, so of course he has a good super attack effect. He starts out with 70% attack defense at the start of the turn, as well as gaining a 50% chance to guard as the first attacker in the turn, and a 30% chance to guard as the second or third attacker in the turn, and gains 50% damage reduction when his guard is activated. So when he has his guard activated, he takes no damage, ever. But the thing is that we got to take into account that these are guard chances that are 50% and below, right? So going over to LR Prime Battle Krillin, we know what he does, of course. He stacks attack and he's an AoE as well as a stunner on his 12 key, which is obviously a very powerful, I would say 12 key, because AoE obviously useful for the World Tournament. His 30% chance to stun, honestly, outside of the World Tournament, inside Battle Road, this is an absolute killer super attack effect. Like, we look past the stack and attack, this guy being an AoE that's 30% chance to stun is obviously really, really nice. And he also stacks attack and defense on his 8 key super attack, so he's really useful in a multitude of areas, just like this guy is. Because he's a stacker that has stun chance and an AoE, so he works in the World Tournament, he works in Dokkan Battlefield, he works in Battle Road, and he works in long events. He works in 4 events that all players can go ahead and get value out of him from. So I think Krillin is honestly pretty solid. And his passive, it's not really the craziest, but the thing to focus your eyes on when using this guy is this right over here. Him launching additional super attack when facing 6 or more enemies. This is clearly made for you to use him inside the World Tournament, so hey, have at it. That's like all this other stuff really doesn't really matter that much because it's this flat number attack and defensive boost as well as key. I mean, the key could definitely help, but still, it's like the flat number boosts are really annoying. So, I mean, the best Krillin would definitely have to be, I want to go with this guy. The Tech Krillin is definitely the best one. And I want to say that, yeah, the Tech Krillin from the Bio Broly movie. And I think that this guy, I think Prime Battle Krillin's a close number 2, and then Krillin's number 3. You can make the case that LR Prime Battle Krillin is better, but I just think that this Krillin support is just something that's unmatched. So I think that this Tech Krillin is the best one, in my opinion. And then it's Prime Battle Krillin, and of course it's this Androsat Cellside Krillin. But the point is that if all these other Dokkanfests can get like a Dokkanfest TUR before Krillin could, it's crazy. It's just absolute blasphemy, because how does Pan have a Dokkanfest before Krillin? It's so weird. How the hell does Ginyu have a Dokkanfest before Krillin? It's just like the list could go on forever. Kid Gohan has a Dokkanfest before Krillin. It's crazy. It's really crazy. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching. You guys are the best. Krillin deserves a Dokkanfest. Krillin agenda. I'll catch you guys next video, and I love you all. Peace.